Our modern existence often removes us from the comfort of natural surroundings. An aquarium is a wonderful way to bring the beauty of nature into our concrete and steel environment. Maintaining an aquarium is an educational experience that reduces stress and brings us in touch with nature. When keeping a live animal, the caretaker assumes the responsibility to provide comfortable and nature-like living conditions. At Tunze, we have nearly 50 years of experience in providing for the flora and fauna of the aquarium biotope. Tunze Aquarientechnik GmbH, located in southern Bavaria, was founded in 1960 by Norbert Tunze. Today, the factory is still a family business operated by his son, Axel Tunze. Tunze is a unique company which still maintains old-world craftsmanship and is a leader in the field for innovative solutions. Modern tooling and meticulous hand assembly assure the quality of Tunze products. Due to the excellent network of service representatives, any problems you may encounter can be promptly repaired. We believe you will find Tunze is the brand name of value as our products have stood the test of time. Their long service life does more than save you money. It also saves the environment from unnecessary waste.
Ja, ein Geheimnis unseres Erfolges würde ich so ausdrücken, wir stellen unsere Technik immer wieder in Frage und dadurch kommen wir immer wieder auf Lösungen, die wirklich besser sind, und dieser Gedanke bringt uns wirklich weiter. Denn jedes Mal, wenn wir sagen, ja, das Produkt könnte nicht gut genug sein oder das wäre noch zu verbessern oder dieser Weg ist noch nicht gegangen, das ist zwar anstrengend, aber es bringt uns wirklich weiter, weil wir dann auf neuen Wegen uns vorbewegen können. Das ist auch der Grund, warum wir immer wieder Produkte kreiert haben, die eben unbekannt oder neu waren. Wenn Sie die Wavebox nehmen, dann sehen Sie, dass das wirklich etwas Neues ist. Und so haben wir auch in den letzten 40 Jahren immer wieder Produkte kreiert, die wirklich einen neuen Weg beschritten haben. Und das tut gut und das gibt mir auch das Gefühl, dass wir das richtig machen.
In order to provide a clean and healthy environment for the animals and plants, we must utilize modern filtration techniques. Filtration can be broken down into 4 basic elements. Mechanical filtration provides removal of visible debris and particulate contamination. Mechanical filtration removes materials before they break down further. If consistently maintained, mechanical filters provide a very high water quality. Biological filtration utilizes the metabolic processes of fungi, plants, and bacteria to break down dissolved waste products in the aquarium. This process converts the fish's waste, ammonia, to less toxic nitrite, and then to the far less toxic nitrate. In special conditions of low oxygen achieved in some filters, bacteria can convert nitrate into nitrogen gas, which will exit the aquarium. Aquarium plants are also a big part of the nitrogen cycle. Foam fractionation, also known as protein skimming, removes dissolved organic materials. Protein skimming utilizes the molecular charge of these substances and binds them at an air-water interface. Tunze skimmers are known for a very high performance in a very compact package. Chemical filtration. This includes carbon, resins, and all types of media which bond to and remove impurities from the water. Usually these media are used only as needed to remedy a problem such as staining of the water from tannins or excessive levels of phosphate. A complete filtration system for a freshwater aquarium would consist of mechanical and biological filtration with the option of using chemical filtration media as needed. For marine aquaria, we need to also provide protein skimming. Tunze provides modular components that the hobbyist can use to suit the biotope he is trying to build. For a nanoreef, we utilize the NanoReef Pack 200 with its 9002 DOC skimmer and a 3165 nano cleaner. It can be outfitted with polyester wadding or carbon or specific resins and phosphate removers. In the reef environment, live rock and live sand is generally sufficient to handle the biological filtration processes. This is a convenient unit since it includes a magnetic mounting system, Tunze Magnet Holder 6080.5. The magnet holders are suitable accessories for all Tunze Comline components and flow pumps. For a larger reef tank, we can choose a filtration system which is conveniently and discreetly placed under the aquarium. The Tunze Cabinet Kit 16 provides for all 4 types of filtration. It utilizes a DOC 9010 skimmer, a 3166 mechanical filter, and the 3179 biohydroreactor. The mechanical filter can be outfitted with optional cartridges to utilize any Tunze chemical filtration media. The biohydroreactor provides supplemental biological filtration. It is particularly efficient at converting nitrate to nitrogen gas due to its deep bed of media. The biohydroreactor is fed slowly with pre-filtered water from the 3166 mechanical filter. For this 180-gallon planted freshwater aquarium, we combine a Comline filter 3167 and 2 3179 biohydroreactors. Notice that the plants can be grown in the biohydroreactors and further increase the removal of nutrients. The live plants make the filter an aesthetically pleasing addition. They may also be used for mangrove culture in marine aquaria. Comline units are intelligently engineered solutions with low power consumption compared to external filter systems. They offer the highest level of versatility and a long service life with all parts being readily available. Tunze filtration units are designed to guarantee success for both the advanced and beginning hobbyist. For marine aquarists, the protein skimmer is fundamental to long-term success. Like all of our filter elements, Tunze DOC skimmers are carefully engineered with over 40 years' experience manufacturing protein skimmers. DOC skimmers are quiet, reliable, and compact units with the versatility of being used in sump or in tank. Whatever your filtration needs, Tunze has a solution, with modular hardware and a selection of specially chosen filter medias. Second only to lighting in importance to a natural biotope aquarium is flow. Flow brings life-giving nutrients to corals and plants and at the same time carries waste products away to the filter elements. Flow requirements vary greatly with the habitats we are trying to emulate. We offer some general guidelines. For most freshwater aquaria, we want a flow rate of about 4 to 5 times the tank volume in an hour. Some exceptions include rheophilic species with high oxygen demands and rift lake cichlids, whose aggression is often diminished in a higher flow environment. In these habitats, a flow rate of over 10 times tank volume in an hour is not unreasonable. For a basic marine aquarium with mainly fish and some living rocks, a turnover rate of 10 times an hour is the minimum required for success. When we add live corals, the need for flow is increased and a flow rate between 20 and 50 times an hour is required depending on the species of corals kept. These numbers are only rough guidelines, and flow volume alone is not sufficient to describe the flow needs of the aquarium inhabitants. Flow generated from technical equipment is often short of what exists in nature, even if the volume of flow is equal. Indeed, most aquarium pumps produce a narrow jet of water from a small nozzle. Such flow can destroy fragile polyps and plankton. All Tunze pumps offer flow, which is proportionately wide enough to avoid the shearing forces which will harm the inhabitants. Tunze pumps are available as controllable electronic pumps, which pulse between two speed settings. With the use of a Tunze multi-controller, elaborate flow programs with multiple pumps can be established. Two forms of electronic pump are available: the Turbelle electronic and the Stream electronic. Turbelle electronic pumps are suitable for use in Comline filters 3166 and 3167 and are the best choice for smaller aquaria with inhabitants needing a lower flow rate. Stream electronic pumps are best suited for reef habitats, especially large aquaria focused on small polyp stone corals and leather corals. The electronic pumps can be controlled by a multi-controller 7095. With accessory branch adapters, up to 8 pumps can be fitted to the controller. For single pump applications, the economical 7091 single controller is available. In addition to the electronic pumps, more economical synchronous pumps are available. The synchronous pumps cannot be controlled and are best suited to simulate environments with more static flow conditions. The synchronous stream pumps are ideally suited to large marine aquaria housing fishes and live rock, or to large cichlid aquaria. The synchronous Turbelle pumps are ideal as filter pumps in most freshwater aquaria and can be fitted with various quick-change filters. Due to the deep bed of wadding, these cartridges filter almost as well as more costly filters using micron cartridges or diatomaceous earth. Such pumps are also useful to set up the much-needed ring current needed to bring the detritus back to the filter for removal. Tunze has recently introduced a revolutionary new flow generating device for marine biotopes. The Tunze Wavebox 6212 uses the principle of resonance frequency to generate a real wave in the aquarium. The gentle rocking motion is natural looking as it lifts and suspends detritus in the aquarium. The percussion of the wave ensures flow reaches every region of the aquarium. The owner of this aquarium, Claude Hugues, general manager of Tunze France, was one of the members of the Wavebox development team. We asked him to explain his views of modern aquarism.
Pour mon aquarium, je veux ce qu'il y a de mieux. Donc j'ai essayé de reproduire le biotope qu'on peut trouver en mer Rouge sous 1 mètre d'eau à peu près. Et la meilleure solution pour l'équipement et surtout pour le brassage, dans ce cas de figure, c'est d'utiliser 2 wavebox qui vont me créer un mouvement naturel de l'eau. Donc ces 2 wavebox sont placées chacune dans un coin de l'aquarium, un aquarium qui fait 1200 litres. Et tout ce mouvement est accompagné d'une pompe stream qui fonctionne uniquement la nuit. Donc j'utilise la technique Tunze parce que pour faire le brassage sur un bac de 1200 litres, eh bien, j'arrive à une consommation d'électricité à peu près de 60 watts, ce qui est ridicule par rapport à la quantité d'eau. Donc ce biotope est essentiellement peuplé de coraux durs. Il comporte 4 éclairages de 150 watts et une qualité d'eau qui est proche de la perfection qu'on atteint ici, aussi avec un écumeur Tunze, bien dimensionné pour l'aquarium. Voilà.
The combined flow of Turbelle pumps and the Wavebox create an extremely natural effect. Shown here is the 6,000 stream in a stream rock working in conjunction with the wave box. The cleverly hidden stream creates a natural, broad sweeping flow. The rhythmic oscillation of the wave box lifts and suspends detritus and keeps small food particles suspended to feed the corals. Doesn't the flow look just like what you see in a real reef? Stable parameters are critical to the health of aquarium inhabitants. Animals and plants have evolved to live with certain ranges of temperature and water chemistry, which must be maintained and monitored. In addition to the needs of the animals, the hobbyist needs his aquarium to be clean and a pleasure to view without extraordinary labor. Tunze offers modern solutions to these necessities. With the Tunze range of water test kits, accurate measurement of the critical water chemistry parameters may be attained. Problems such as excessive algae can be prevented by regular testing and by taking corrective action using the appropriate filter medias. The hobbyist can also test for toxic ammonia and nitrite and be sure the nitrogen cycle is properly established before adding any animals. Tunze controllers offer reliability and utilize laboratory technology such as glass platinum electrodes. Tunze offers controllers for temperature, pH, and redox potential. The critical water temperature can be maintained accurately with our temperature controller 7028/3. When used in combination with either a heater or chiller, a simple jumper switch allows the user to set the controller to heat or cool. Second only to temperature in importance is pH, which is a measure of the presence of hydrogen ions and has a critical range for many biological functions. For example, freshwater plants enjoy a pH that is neutral to slightly acid. This can be achieved by introducing CO2. Shown here is the Tunze CO2 reactor 7074.5. In marine aquaria, a higher pH is required for proper skeletal formation in stone corals. In this case, we also utilize CO2, but we introduce it to a calcium reactor which uses the formed carbonic acid to dissolve lime media. This reaction produces a slightly alkaline solution loaded with the critical calcium and carbonate building blocks corals need. Shown here is the Tunze Calcium Automat 3170. In addition, we offer a high-tech monitoring for water level with the water level alarm 7607/2 and the osmolator 3155. Here the osmolator is outfitted with the optional calcium dispenser 5074, which is a convenient way to dose kalkwasser. Kalkwasser replenishes calcium and carbonate ions utilized by corals and raises pH. It is a useful adjunct to the calcium reactor 3170 in maintaining a stable environment. The Tunze conductivity monitor is a vastly superior method for monitoring the salt concentration of water. As the table shows, a small change in conductivity is a much bigger change in specific gravity or salinity scale. Conductivity is absolutely the most precise way to measure salt content. Tunze also offers a complete line of accessories, which ensure that the beauty of your aquarium can be easily and safely maintained. The Tunze Power Magnet algae cleaners are amongst the strongest available and allow easy cleaning without getting wet. The aquarium tongs allow you to move objects in the aquarium comfortably without wet sleeves. From cleaning gloves and brush sets to epoxy sticks and cable ties, Tunze offers a full line of convenience items for the aquarist. Tunze has a long-standing history of making the hobbyist dreams into reality. In the last chapter of the video, we will hear from some of our fans and see what they have created using Tunze products.
Alors de chez Tunze, moi je suis un vieux fidèle de Tunze. Les meilleures pompes de l'époque en 75, c'est des sortes de boîtes à chaussures à 4000 litres/heure qui étaient vraiment des pompes fantastiques qui assuraient le meilleur brassage. Ça valait mieux que tout ce qui existait à l'époque. Et pour l'eau de mer, c'était vraiment parfaitement adapté. Et comme je suis quelqu'un d'assez fidèle, je suis resté fidèle à cette firme parce qu'ils ont continué dans l'esprit d'innovation. Et puis j'utilise actuellement 2 streams de 12 000 litres/heure ainsi qu'une Wavebox. J'étais l'un des premiers passionnés par la Wavebox, mais chez nous en France, on les a reçus tellement tardivement parce qu'ils réservaient tout aux Allemands. Et puis j'ai aussi maintenant un écumeur Tunze. Bon bref, je suis un maniaque récifal de Tunze. Alors mon aquarium, il fait à peu près 1500 litres avec les cuves annexes qui sont au sous-sol. Alors au niveau de l'éclairage, j'ai 2 HQI de 14 000 Kelvin et de 400 watts, ainsi qu'au centre, à ce niveau, j'ai une 250 watts de 10 000 Kelvin. Ce qui est le plus intéressant dans la Wavebox, c'est justement le mouvement naturel des animaux qui sont parmi les coraux mous et les coraux du type Euphilia. C'est qu'ils bougent de droite à gauche. C'est ce qu'on retrouve quand on plonge dans la nature. C'est le côté réaliste. Ce qui est important aussi, c'est les sédiments. Les sédiments, ils se déplacent. Et généralement, ils se déposent à un endroit d'ailleurs qui m'arrange beaucoup, où je peux toujours siphonner les sédiments. Et ils bougent sans arrêt. Comme ils bougent sans arrêt, ils passent toujours dans une zone où je peux les récupérer facilement. Alors qu'avec les autres pompes, on a des zones qui se couvrent petit à petit de sédiments. Et généralement, ces zones, ce sont les plus inaccessibles parce qu'elles se trouvent sous les roches. Hein. Alors que là, il suffit qu'un poisson passe, bouge un peu. Dès que c'est pris dans le mouvement de la masse de vagues, ces sédiments se déplacent et se redéposent à des zones généralement plus accessibles. Ce qui est intéressant, c'est justement avec la Wavebox et les 2 streams, et même l'écumeur de chez Tunze, la consommation est relativement faible. Et comme j'ai aussi des cuves annexes, mais dont j'ai des pompes de relevage qui consomment beaucoup, heureusement que j'ai cet équipement-là qui consomme peu pour compenser l'ensemble. Mais il est évident que malheureusement, l'électricité est un gros facteur au niveau des finances de l'aquarium.
Ça fait 3 ans que j'ai l'aquarium ci-dessus. Et depuis le départ, je suis sur appareil Tunze. Ça m'a impressionné. C'est un appareillage très simple, et très solide et très facile à manipuler. L'avantage des appareils, ce sont des appareils Comline qui ne prennent pas beaucoup de place, qu'on peut placer à l'intérieur de l'aquarium et qui sont très faciles à entretenir. Pour changer les filtres, il suffit d'ouvrir un couvercle et sortir les cartouches. Et les appareillages sont très silencieux. Donc il y a un double système de filtration, un écumeur Comline et un réacteur à calcium et 2 pompes de brassage. Donc comme éclairage, il y a 2 lampes de 250 watts 10 000 Kelvin que je change tous les 6 mois et je fais un changement d'eau tous les mois, à peu près un tiers de l'aquarium. Donc l'aquarium est peuplé de coraux mous et une vingtaine de poissons que je nourris 2 à 3 fois par jour à grosse quantité, en nourriture congelée. Donc en qualité d'eau, je n'ai pas de nitrate, je n'ai pas de phosphate. Je tourne un cage de 10, 11. Et si je devrais recommencer, je ferais la même chose, je prendrais les mêmes appareillages.
Hallo, ich mag Aquaristik, speziell Salzwasseraquaristik. Ich mag die Korallen, ich mag die Fische und für mich ist es ganz wichtig, dass die Technik, mit denen die Tiere gehalten werden, gut funktioniert. Und für mich ist es wichtig, dass die Technik einfach funktioniert und jeder damit klarkommt. Und ich persönlich finde, Frauen sollten mehr Aquaristik machen. So, das reicht.
At 8 years old, I started keeping aquariums, and Tunze was one of the products that always fascinated me. Seeing it in the aquarium magazines, it seemed so technical and so different from everything else on the market. 14 years later, I started my own aquarium shop, Aquatech Tropical Fish, and we used some of the products in our shop. After about a year of carrying the Tunze line, the distributor at the time went out of business, so I emailed Tunze about getting spare parts, and we started ordering direct from the company. And then one day I called the Tunze company. It was a Saturday at 2 p.m., which would have made it 9 p.m. Pennsburg time, and Axel himself answered the phone. So it was kind of a twist of fate that on a day when they would be closed well after hours, he would answer the phone, and we got to talking, and he told me he was coming to the U.S. to visit and he'd like to come meet me, and from there it kind of all came together, and now I'm the U.S. distributor for the company, and it really feels like the Tunze family is my family and the company is like a second home. It's a really fantastic place where anything and everything you can imagine is possible. And I'd like to thank you for our interest in our products and being part of our success.